What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Josh's Comics, and today's video is gonna be a bit different. I'm gonna look at 6 different books that are under $100 or less in value, currently for a 9.8 slab, or if you want to pick it up in a new Mint Plus range raw, you can do that too. Every single book in here is gonna be less than $100, and again, all of them are first appearances. And man, I mean, some of these, some people may not want. Personally, for me, I want my collection, or I actually have a few of these in my collection already. Um, and hopefully this video does well, honestly. Maybe make a couple more, videos like this. I really, shout out to Mint Hunter Comics. He does a lot of underrated key videos. Just did a great video on downed or killed keys, I think it was, were keys that have dropped significantly in value. Um, Amazing to see what appearances, whether it's first, second, cover, whatever it may be, on what keys have dropped. But anyway, going back to this list, so all first appearances. By the way, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. It really helps out. And yeah, so let's start off with this first book, a book that I want to get in the collection. This is from the new 52 run, which is 52 issue number 11, the first appearance of Kate Kane as Batwoman, July of 2006. Currently, right now, you can pick this up for about $5 to $8 new mint, raw. Personally, I sometimes find them in the dollar bins or $2 bins in my local LCS. Or you can literally go on eBay right now and buy this for less than about $60 with shipping included. I think that's a steal. Again, I'm going to be talking about raws in 9.8 values, so that way if you don't want to collect slab books, you can get it raw, but if you want to do both, it's up to you. Moving on, Static #1 from June of 1993, about a year almost before I was born, it came out. First appearance of Static Shock. This is just an underrated key, in my opinion. And honestly, you can get it for about $10 near mint raw, or you can get it for a 9.8 slab for about $90. Um, However, there are a few different versions. There is a regular version, and then there is a variant of it, which I think the variant is a little bit better of a nicer cover. Um, that one pops over a little bit, 100. You can get the variant for about almost like $110 to $120, so almost made it in there. But if you want to get the regular version, go ahead, check that out for $90, 9.8 new mint, first appearance of Static Shock. I think that's crazy. Moving on, you're gonna think this is an all DC list. It's not, but it sounds like it, because it's Superman, the Man of Steel, issue number 18 from December of 1992, first full Doomsday. Now, this book, I'm not surprised that it's undervalued and under $100, honestly. Most of the reason for that being so is potentially because there are tons and tons of this book printed. It's a 90s book. And during the death of the Superman run, or around that time, a lot was printed. So you can always find this. It's near mint. I mean, 9.8 are probably, I should have looked at the census, on the census, how many, but I'm sure there's quite a lot on there. And Doomsday has quite a few bit of keys leading up to his first full, but his first full, he's on the cover as well. So you can find this book for about $15 near mint raw, or you can pick it up for just around $85 in a 9.8 CGC slab. I think that's crazy. He is the ultimate foe of Superman, and I think it is a underrated Superman rogue, and it is a great just DC key to have in your collection. And under $100, why not? Going into Marvel, this one some people may not like as much. I like modern cues, and I like this character. Avenging Spider-Man issue number 9 from July of 2012. and this is the first Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. So this is the first time Carol actually dons the mantle and the suit as Captain Marvel. I know there's some hate for Captain Marvel for some reason. I enjoyed her character. I actually enjoyed the Marvels. Probably not other people are going to agree with me on that, and that's okay. That's my opinion. But again, Avenging Spider-Man number 9, first Carol as Captain Marvel. You can get that for about $40 to $50 raw near mint. The flip side to that is you can get it for about $98 in a 9.8 CGC. I actually have a copy of that. I forgot to say I have a few copies of the first Doomsday as well, in Static Shock. But I do have a copy. It was a 9.8 slab, bought from a buddy of mine who bought a collection, and the slab was cracked. The book was in great shape, so I'll probably resend that in to get submitted. But still, a very affordable key and first appearance that I kind of feel like, you know, underrated. So going on, we have some X-Men that finally hits the list. Uncanny X-Men number 283 from December of 1991. And this is the first full Bishop, who is a time-traveling mutant. And I think it's going to be a big player in the MCU, honestly. I would like to see Bishop in there. I hope he finally gets some love and attention. One of my favorite from the X-Men group, and honestly, Bishop actually before that, has his first cameo appearance slash cover appearance, but I'm not counting cameos. That might be a different video for a different day, but this is the first full appearance video. And honestly, you can find that book for new mint for less than $10. And then you can also pick it up for less than $70 in a 9.8, which I think is insane. Uh, it really blows my mind on how some of these first appearances, especially how significant they are, 9.8s or higher, are going for less than $100. And the last book I wanted to mention on this list, this is from Dark Horse, but I really think this blows my mind. Like, this is a very, very underrated key. Star Wars Episode 1, 1.5 Wizard Edition from May of 1999. Now, listen to this. This has the first appearance of Anakin Skywalker, Jar Jar Binks, Qui-Gon, and Padme, and it also has a Darth Maul sketch. It is a 15-page story with 4 pages of sketches, I believe. Still, it is technically the first appearance of all of these characters, and the real mind-blowing part of this is you can get it for about $25 raw in a new mint, and you can get it for right around $100 in a 9.8. Now, you can say that technically Anakin's first appearance was in Star Wars number 1 from Marvel in the 70s. Technically, it's the first Darth Vader, but that is Anakin Skywalker. But still, I think that's insane, in my opinion. All these first appearances, and it's not a typical comic book per se, but it's still them in a story, so it is their first appearance noted. And I don't know, man. That's for Star Wars fans. That's insane, in my opinion. That book is so low. I do have a raw copy. I think it hit a 9.8, but what I'm kind of doing now is I'm actually going and buying 9.8 of books that I really want. If I can find it for a great price too. So yeah, guys, this is it. This is my list of 6 affordable first appearance keys that you can get for a 9.8 graded copy for less than $100. And on the flip side, if you're not into graded comics, I also gave you the value for the raws as well. So these books are some underrated keys that I don't understand. Um, so yeah, hopefully going forward, I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 of the well, no, actually, I have every single book on this list, but however, I don't have them all in 9/8. So we'll have to see what happens when I send them in. Probably do a CGC video. I've been saying it for the last year and a half. The thing is, every time I go to save up money for CGC, I always end up spending it at a con. Speaking of cons, Terrificon is coming up in about a month. I cannot wait for that, and that's going to take up a lot of my money too. So we'll have to see what happens. But hopefully, I can send out all these books on my list, and maybe one day get them back in the 9.8. We'll have to see. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of these books, if you have them in your collection, and which books do you think I should add next time. Like I said, I would like to do a video like this maybe once a month. Do the first like cameo appearances under $100. And it doesn't even have to be under 100. It could be under 50, under 200, what it may be. Or it could just be underrated keys. Honestly, I love doing these videos. I love going to dollar bins and finding some weird, amazing stuff in there that is super cheap. And I know other collectors enjoy listening to this, and other collectors make videos on this stuff. Like I said, Minhunter Comics is my inspiration for this video, and he does great work. And like I said, I just mind blowing on what you can do. And some of these first appearances, honestly, are important in comics history overall. So, like I said, guys, if you liked the video, subscribe, hit the like button. It helps out the channel. I really appreciate it. Until next time, we will see you on the next episode of Josh's Comics.